Neither of us was a smoker, but we both realized that the biggest cause of death in America was smoking. More than car accidents, more than heart attacks, more than cancer at one time. So we tried to get after the tobacco companies. It was not easy. The Cancer Society, the heart, the lung, didn't want any part of this. They were probably getting money from the companies, the tobacco companies, so they didn't want to do anything. Eventually they came around, but not in the beginning. So we tried, I testified before the city council and different things. We tried different things. Anyway, the thing that Henry became very involved with, there was a family named Tisch. The Tisch family owned, mostly it was a public company, the Lowe's Corporation. The Lowe's Corporation owned Lorillard, which was a tobacco company. And they knew when they bought the company, it was the year after the Surgeon General said that this was damaging to your health, they bought the company. It's outrageous. 400,000 people die every year from tobacco in America. So I told you, on the CUNY board, and we had investments, and I wanted us to divest of tobacco stock. So the way it works at the board, you have a committee that decides what should go to the board. And the people who were there voted with me to bring this issue to the board, tobacco divestment. And all kinds of people came, and it was interesting. There was a doctor who was a lung specialist who was part of our movement, who worked with us, and he was there, he testified. So we come to the meeting. You had to win, you had to have 9 votes, but I only had 8 for sure. And there was a pastor on the board, and he came to me, his name was also Calvin, and he said, I get money from Kraft. Kraft was a subsidiary of one of those other companies. I get the money, I have a program for boys, afternoon program. He said, I don't know what to do. I said, listen, you have to do what your conscience tells you. I can't tell you what to do. So we come to the board, and, the 8 hands go up, and he says, I have to vote with you, and his hand goes up. And it was passed. On the front page of the New York Times the next morning, it says, Harvard and CUNY divest of tobacco. Harvard also had done it, apparently, quietly, but Harvard and CUNY, that we were in good company, had divested. But people would say, oh, you're crazy, you're not going to change it, we'll change it. Who believed that in a bar you wouldn't be able to smoke? Even in a bar, not alone, restaurants and airplanes and places like that. It's not the cards you get, it's how you play them. And a phone rang before, a woman's 98 years old, and lost 2 grown children, and when she was pregnant with one of them, decades ago, husband died, and she said, listen, I'm here. I have to deal with this. And my mother was that way too. It doesn't mean that you're not pained. Some people think they have to wring their hands in public so people should know they feel bad. That's not how we feel. But we have to try to conduct our lives understanding that we have so many blessings, that you walk and talk. I mean, that it sounds very weird, but in the Jewish religion, people say prayers for the strangest things. Say, when you get up in the morning, that you can get up, that you can go to the bathroom, whoever thought of that as something, But the fact of the matter is, little things like that, you lose a finger, you realize how important that finger was, Goodness. Oh, I thought, you said we're not always going to be here? Did you say that? I didn't know that. Okay, you sprung that one on me, right?